I don't know why.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Hello, Idra GG.
That was an Idra GG. I will agree with you on that. That's such a big map. They could have gone greedy. They could have just gone for, you know, a follow-up all-in sort of deal. I don't know.
It looks like the Idra fad is spreading beyond Team Evil Geniuses, and maybe it was the fact that they both spawned as random Zerg, all of those bottled up Zerg feelings that Idra harbors, rubbing off on their Zerg team.
Yeah.
And once again, what do we have Power spawning as? It's going to be Zerg.
Holy moly. Now, think about it.
I wonder if that is their best. I wonder what their best, you know, combination is. They must have so many different builds.
It probably varies on who they're playing. You know what I mean? What matchup they're playing. But yeah, to get Zerg 3 times in a row, it just does not seem very good for them. You know, and the random number generator that is the Blizzard random, you know, might be kind of hurting them here.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Let me update the score real quick.
You would think that after this many games, luck of the draw would dictate that they would get, you know, a different matchup here. And I can only imagine that a 2v2 team of this caliber, having played this many games, must have a plethora of different strats based on the different racial matchups here. And it seems like the only one they're really able to showcase is this quick speedling build, which got absolutely shut down last game by Axlav's holy great wall of both sides.
Yes, you shall not pass.
Flame of Moon.
Alright, so it looks like they're not going any crazy build again. I mean, you do have to see there is a back rocks here. And then they have one ramp to block. Then they got the gold over here with Destructibles. So again, this is not exactly the best map for Zerg, but as we see, Strife Crow is taking the in-base hatchery, as well as Power is taking the out-of-base hatchery. Interesting.
So, well, we don't see any Zerglings streaming across the map within the next minute. That's cool.
That is very true.
It looks like we're going to go beyond possibly the 10-minute mark here.
Yeah, now, Hack Pro is getting earlier Zerglings compared to the other two Zergs in this game. What do you think about this expansion here, Taylor? See, we have it outside of the base. I'm thinking maybe siege tanks here. They're scared of that. I don't know.
Yeah, that could potentially be a threat there. Although, you know, just the added safety of having it in there regardless.
Right.
Even if they decide to start sieging that up, it's going to take them a lot of time. They're going to have to commit a lot of forces there. You could sack that Expo theoretically, take a different one, counterattack, and perhaps do a lot of damage while they're trying to execute something like that.
Right, well, and Hack Pro will end up taking that regardless, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. It would have been a longer run distance for him to run all the way out here, so I guess it's, you know, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, nothing too crazy indeed. And what do we have Team Evil Geniuses up to? Axlav really favoring this quick reactor Hellion opening here, it looks like.
Right.
And I think the Hellions seeming to come a little bit late here for Axlav. I don't think he's doing the gas first version of this build, but he is having Strife Crow grab that really early gas for him. Beautiful wall timing from Axlav right there.
But
just
will he break it, though?
Time. I don't think that they'll be able to get that down. There is one Marine working on it. More Zerglings coming up here,
go down.
Oh my God! Why did he not break that?
Well, the two Hellions did pop out.
But still, I mean, just
might as well break it and at least run away.
Break it, get the scout, potentially trap one of those Hellions. I mean, you know, he had 6 to 8 lings there.
Yeah, he's got. Yeah, that's interesting, but
he's certainly going to delay any sort of subsequent push from Axlav. Axlav obviously in a defensive posture right now. He's not going to be able to get those Hellions out on the map for quite a while. But, you know, I don't think he's too worried about that. He knows that they're once again going with a lot of Zerglings, and he can just sit back, continue to build up Hellions here, and then when he does move out, he's going to be able to stiff arm his way back into map control and back into map dominance.
Right.
And the Zerg players are going to be playing behind.
Yeah, well, it does look like the Zerg players are droning pretty well here. The eco overall is pretty even here, considering that the Terran has a mule. Let's see how this game unfolds, though. A Baneling nest coming down from StrifeCrow. I wonder if they're going to try to do I don't know, kill all these Zerglings with them. I mean, you can't really bust a Zerg, but he does have roaches out, so that's going to be pretty effective against all the units that StrifeCrow and Axelav are going to come at them with.
Yeah, it's going to make things pretty difficult indeed. And look at all of those Zerglings we have from StrifeCrow. They're going with that old school style ZT Speedling Hellion build here. And with good control in the hands of the right players, this is such a deadly build. I feel like PowerTech and Power could be in a little bit of trouble here. They do have a lot of roaches, which is actually, perfect for them to potentially hold this off. And here we go. They're going to storm up the ramp here, heading into the main. Roaches with good positioning, negating the surround on the Lings. The Banelings not able to really get into the fight. They're trapped behind the Hellions.
Not getting in.
And the Roaches look to be winning the day here from Power. Just brute forcing their way through that push. And I think Power and PowerTech coming out way ahead after that.
Very true, because those Banelings needed to explode on the Zerglings of these two Zerg players, Power and HackPro, but they weren't able to. So, Hellions can't kill roaches. Simply put.
Well put, Ryan.
Thank you.
I couldn't agree more. The only time you really see Hellions killing roaches. Oh, and we do have some Hellions.
Run by potential drone kills.
Into the main here. How many drone kills can he get? He really needs to get a lot to make all this worthwhile.
He does.
Beautiful surround, though.
Get a surround by those drones. He maybe gets 5 to 10.
Oh, and the spawning pool
in
built a little bit out of position, not quite blocking off the back of the mineral line there.
And he's going for more.
Wow. Axelav's harass right now doing so much damage.
That paid off. Oh my god, look at the drone counts over here.
16 from PowerTech, 15 now. Oh dear. How is he going to be able to claw his way back into this game?
The army is in the HackPro and Power favor, but the income is not. So this is a pretty close game here. Looks like Axelav is gearing up to take this hold potentially.
Axelav once again favoring that bio follow-up to almost all of his openers. We see him, exclusively going with this this bio follow-up here, and I like that, but I'd love to see him mix it up a little bit and go mech. I feel mech is still so strong in 2v2s. Siege tanks just such an amazing unit for 2 versus 2. We talked about this a little bit earlier. It's a unit that really capitalizes on your opponent's mistakes, and when you have 2 humans making double the human errors, siege tanks just capitalize on that so much more. And then there's also, I feel like, a lot of unexplored terrain-based situations like what you alluded to earlier on this map, where they could potentially siege the Zerg's natural from the low ground here. I mean, you just have a lot of options, it seems like, with tanks, and I'd like to see them exploit that a little bit.
Yeah, and the interesting thing here is StrifeCrow and Axelav, they have no anti-air, and Power's Spire is finishing right now. So what will he do with this? Is he going to be able to do damage with these mutas? It might be essential here, because Lings and mutas, like I've said before, are not the strongest straight-up fighting units. So they're going to have to rely on their speed and mobility to, really do some harassment.
Yeah, try and get in there, do some backstabs, things like that. And we see Axelav now
9 mutas.
almost, has a premonition, just now starting to pump out those Marines, but only 4 at a time. Combat Shield is on the way, so he will have Medivacs and Marines with Stim, I think, by the time the mutas get there. He also has a turret in his main, so he's not going to get completely caught off guard here, but
they're going to do a lot of damage here.
It looks like they will.
Alright, let's see. He's killing some drones here. This is their chance to equalize in economy. The infestation pit's going to get picked off as well. He's doing a good job here. He's not losing any mutas. killing missile turrets. There's a missile turret. I don't think you should engage that. He's going to be able to get repaired. He's just... Oh my. Lost the muta for no reason.
You know, I heard somewhere once that mass repairing turrets with 10 plus SCVs makes them pretty strong.
I believe that is true.
I've been known to kill a muta or two in my day with that pro strategy.
I have been on the other end of that.
And it's kind of sucks. It kind of sucks for the Zerg player because it's like you commit and you're like, dude, I've got this turret. It's going down. Oh, wait, should I stay? I've already lost a muta. Can I pull out now or should I continue?
I need to make it worth it.
It always almost ends up backfiring for you.
Yeah, you need a lot of mutas to be able to counter that. And it looks like Strife Crow and Axelab are coming here with a push. I like this timing.
Yeah, we got a lot of roaches here from Strife Crow, and Strife Crow loves his roaches.
Yeah, he does.
2v2s. And what is Axelab gonna back this push up with?
These are a little split.
He has a bio squad somewhere around here. There we go. It looks rather paltry.
There's like no anti-air here except for maybe almost 15 Marines here.
So well, still 15 Marines with medevacs.
Yeah, they can handle these mutas.
So many roaches though coming out of power, and great surface area achieved by our Zerg power here. I think he really has the better end of the engagement right now. He has units on the high ground attacking as well, but the Marauders and the Marines, well, Marauders just absolutely decimate roaches, and that's a pretty good example of what it looks like when Marauders with medevacs square up against purely roaches.
Yeah, that is very true. You just did not have enough roaches here.
God, they do a lot of damage to roaches, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I can tell you that as a Zerg player.
It's almost ridiculous to watch sometimes.
It's almost ridiculous, but
not quite.
Will they hold here, though? The Infestors come out just in time. They haven't even done any damage to the drone line.
Now, the most important thing here is if they can do damage to this drone line at the expansion. Right now, it looks like they could potentially hold. 2 Hellions sneak around the back. A lot of drones going down. And, okay, only 4 or 5 drone kills. Nothing too insane.
Yeah, I mean, it could have gone a lot worse. It looks like, you know, they could have potentially lost with that push right there, but they held it. And this is turning out to be a great game.
Yeah, this is one of the more exciting 2v2s we've seen.